It's just been such a day. Feel like I didn't do anything. I am live here. This is Terry. Before I get you started, and not too much. But anyway, this is Friday TGIF, and uh, like I said, I am doing a reveal today. It's been off and on rain pretty much for the last 48 hours, and I got some stuff from Orchid Dan over there that I think I should share. Today I've also been repotting some Phalaenopsis. This is not going to get repotted. This is that foul. But anywho, this was in the competition for today's video that's actually in progress of being uploaded. So um, you will be watching the most fragrance video pretty soon. And you will probably most likely be surprised. But today I have this box here that I am really looking forward to showing you all because Orchid Dan is somebody that you ought to know. I love them all. I have no allegiance. I love Natalia. I love Orchid Den because it's more like a big box store, I would say. But Natalia and Orchid Den, or Joshua, I think his name is Joshua, they do special orders. So there should be no problem with waiting. If their site is empty, just send them an email or, you know, send them a prototype. Just do a picture, like whatever you want, and you'll have it without having to wait until you get the notification. But so I have this box here, and I really ordered it because I really like his ceramics. This is one piece here. As you can see, it's just very functional with the side vents, and then there's plenty of holes around the rim if you want to hang it up, which I do, of course, as you know. So they're just very functional. And I was really interested in bigger pots, just with the design on them, very simple. And it's just an orchid pot. But again, well, maybe these don't have the holes around the rim, but I am going to eventually have all of my stabilized pots, my stabilized plants that have consistently rebloomed for me over the years. I'm going to, once they get that way, consistently, yearly, or however it is, I will begin to put them in their own ceramic pot, which is sort of like a forever pot, if you will. Kind of how I've done with some of these here. I really want everything to either be in a basket or ceramic, something that is more permanent, that I don't have to worry about repotting them. So that's the whole uh, goal behind all of these ceramic um, purchases, because bark eventually has to be replaced, whereas ceramic lasts forever. And so if you can get a plant acclimated and mounted properly, you don't ever have to repot or remount or repot, you know, take it off of the mount and move it to something else. Theoretically, you really don't have to. So that's my goal. Plus, you save space because it's easier to fill the. Am I not gonna? Okay, am I back? Don't look like it. Yeah, I'm back now. So, but yeah, and this is something that was my spotlight today, which I am very happy about. They don't have blooms yet, but there's a nice healthy spike, and I haven't really lost any growths. That's another good thing. But with many attempts, the secret for me for these Rodriguez's is to have them sitting in pots and wicking water. Same as these pots would be perfect for that because there's no bottom. And that's my secret for the Normans or any of those plastic 4-inch. They are all from Taiwan, and they will now tell you don't repot them for a while, and that's why. But when I get them, I leave them for a period of time in something. I water them with only warm water, and I don't repot them until either there's spike. Hey there, Valerie. Let me say, Valerie, you're not the one. You sent me your information for the project. The goddess who has not, the shark, she just hasn't gotten around to it yet. So it's not you. I got your information, Valerie. You can relax. we're waiting on somebody else. So anyway, thanks for being here. Is this your first live? But maybe not. Anyway, I was just explaining my secret for Normans, which everybody seems to have a problem with. Well, I have problems with them also, but my success to, because if you repot it when you get it, they're not going to refund you if it dies. Can't believe this. This is crazy. Well, I always say that. Am I here? Am I here? Yeah, here we go. Anyway, well, that's a good tip because if you repot it, like I had that one that fell out of the pot and I had to lift it back up and they knew, and well, it died as soon as I did that. It started losing its leaves, and there's nothing you can do. They tell you, and it's because of those plastic cups. If it were anything else, they wouldn't say that, but it's the plastic cups. Really, only repot until it really has shown starting to do something, or the bark, or if they're starting to lose their spikes. That's a good determination. Or like you say, if you have them in your collection for a year, definitely, but not when you first get them. I would just soak them or put them in a cocktail glass and have them. So this is not a Norman's, but these they've been out of the glasses. But anyway, let's get to this box. I was rambling on. This is Orchid Den, and I've got stuff from them before, but like I was saying, these are the splash pots, and they're it's just I'm an artist, and each one is individual. They're not that expensive, but like I was saying, he does bulk, unlike Natalia, which is more like a boutique. All but they both do custom. So, if you like this and you want Natalia to do this, but you know, uh, make it more ornate with the way Natalia does with her. I mean, she will do that, and you don't have to wait. Well, I'm repeating myself. You don't have to go through the website. Just comment on one of her videos or send her a message on Facebook. Really, that's no problem for because I know everybody is waiting. So those are the only two pots that I got because I just got those pots. He's always out of these, and he's always doing these. The shows are starting up back in Florida. He's based out of it's up north. But anyway, it's not Tampa. I think it's. But anyway, I think it's St. Pete's. But anyway, he on his sites really. Hmm. Well, Natalia is fully custom. She does all hers by hand, which is why she's small batch. So you kind of have to understand. And she's, anyway, when you are doing a product, you can, anyway, you would do the same way if you were in demand and, you were working as hard as she is. She's working it. But the one thing that I really wanted to show about Orchid Den, because I really only got two plants, was he also sells plants. And he has not had any he hasn't really had much on the website as far as plants, mostly just ceramics. So I was watching a video last week. I think he might have been at, I don't know where he was at. He was at some nursery, probably maybe Cruel Smith, somewhere. And it was, I'm just walking right in the same space. So I don't know. This thing keeps going on and off, but if you heard what I said, I was just basically saying I was gonna have someone guess to see which one was the most fragrant orchid today. Giveaways, which one of them is right here, the Stanhopea. It's not right there, but that wouldn't be fair. I'll just do it like I always do. It's you know wait till it's uploaded. But people have been asking about his plants because he really hasn't had any plants, and so I saw the video where he was displaying. I don't know if it's the first time, but he did a presentation, and for the first time, he showed his plants. Now he specializes in antelope dendrobiums, the spatulata group, which everybody, if you don't know, it goes from Canaliculatum to um, Tangerinum, I don't know what's going on with this video. I'm sorry for this video. I'm standing right here in the same place. But anyway, I asked him about his plants because the plants that he showed on that video, oh my God, they were huge. And he told me that he could pretty much get any dendrobium. And so I sent him a list of dendrobiums, and he sent them to me today, and you're going to be flabbergasted. This right here is one of my favorites. This is in Alexandri, and you know I've been crying over my Alexandri for a long time. And do you see this plant? So no more crying for me. And this is on my bucket list. So this one as well that I'm saying, this is a species. This is very similar to in the family of the spectabile. It's sharp, pointed lip, very striped, typical Laturia flower, as is this one, which is another one that was on my bucket list. This is a species in convolutum, and here are the flowers. Convolutum is very widely used in hybridization. Beautiful plants, Valerie. I mean, beautiful plants. He actually told me, now, I, I will believe it when I see it, but having seen this Alexandri, because to give you, I know you have seen my Alexandri, and I am showing it again just because I am showing it with a little bit more glee at this moment, because perhaps I may be parting with this Alexandra right here. Look, I don't even have to show it to you. Look, that is my look. That sad piece of crap. Okay, so no question about it. No question, folks. Yeah, Mel, it did arrive. And if these bugs aren't biting me too much, I'll go around and show you some of the things I got from Andy's. This is what I got from SVO, if you didn't see that. This beauty, and these were all on sale because they were recent repots with Orchid, of course. This, these were 25. Can you believe? There's the cross, Chinese browns. I'm Catherine's Clarkson. I got this amazing plant that you can see. It opens up that way, and then as it, you see the color difference? Yeah, and there's another bud. And then I got this one. That is, oh, okay, that's that. So Andes, I got, that's one of Andes that I got right here. This Epidendrum species pupescens. But the video's out there. It's been out for a minute, all week. But we're on Orchid Den, and this is for Joshua because he needs some help. Well, now he doesn't need help. He's going to blow up here. I told him he was. But this is convolutum love. These take a little bit more water than most Laturias. Convolutum does. Alexandrite does as well, but Alexandrite likes more of a rest in the winter, if you can believe that. It likes more highlight, and this is more on the borderline of intermediate. Convolutum is anything. You can sit convolutum in water, and it'll grow like anything, and it flowers for very long periods of time, and that's why it's really heavily used in hybridization because it's floriferous and their flowers last, and you can see how waxy they are. That typically means that they last a very long time. But yeah, this is a very, very nice plant. You can see there's more growths coming up at the base. I'm not going to bother with undoing it. I wish that there would be more on my Alexandri, but I am flabbergasted. I told him when I opened the box, I opened this first, and the others stayed wrapped. And he was like, "I guess you're happy with the plants." I said, "I only saw one plant, and I know the others are cool." I was like mesmerized. I mean, so if I see a Johnsonii ever in my life in this spot that's this big, oh, see, you see, he's got him. He's got him right there. Orchid Den. Let me see if I've got well, you know where it is. There you are, Sam. I've been looking for you. But no, I haven't been looking for you. We talked, but let me refrain that. We will catch up. Okay. So, but I got this as well. And this is, it says, well, I got this from him. You can see, but you see it's tangerine. And I'll probably put this in, I think what I'm going to do is put this in one of those cylinders or, uh, Orchid Den. Actually, Joshua has. He didn't. I should have got one, but they didn't have them on the site. He has these. They're basically ceramic pots that on like 10 times. Hello. But anyway, yeah. See, it's similar to this, except it's more. It's less of a cone, but it's more like that. And he made them for Vandas, but I'm thinking about sitting that in here and just tying it like in on the inside, but putting a zip tie in here because these things get tall. I mean, they get taller than anything that I have. Not anything I have, but so those are the three things that I got. The plants, because people were wondering about the plants, and he told me, and this is I'll tell you this, Jess. He told me I asked him about Johnsonii, and he told me that he stopped getting Johnsonii because he's killed all of the ones he's got, and because no one showed any interest. So Orchid Den, Orchid Den. So maybe soon I'll have a big. Can you imagine a big Johnsonii like this? I bet. Is this as big? Now I'll talk to you later, Jess, about what you saw. And this is what I also did. This is my Momilani rainbow. The fragrant one. It was putting up the gross, and a few of them had rotted because they were sort of hanging. These are new growths. It blooms so floriferously. And here's this one, and there's one here. But they were just falling all over. And so I had to get in something, and I'm going to hang that up. This is crazy. But anyway, I've already done my video. So make sure you check out Orchid Den. Here we go. Oh, good for you. You're talking about, yeah, Orchid Den. Great guy. Yeah, Orchid Den, Jacksonville. But it's theorchidden.com, I think, not just orchidden.com. So, yeah, I think these are worth looking into. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's Wi-Fi is horrible. Wi-Fi is horrible, but I have been repotting some of my Phalaenopsis and spraying some scale off of some of these plants here. Got all the sheaths off of them, and this one as well. And here's my show that today, my Rodriguezia. And I'm going to show this girl again because she's beautiful. So anyway, I'm not going to stay on here long. Let me see. I promised. No, you got to watch the video because anyway, you just do. And you know who I'm talking to because you asked me just now. And that video's been up for a week. No, anyway, I did. Let me just show this because this is so nice. This. Now, this is an example of why Andy's is so good because Katrin knew when she was shipping the plant, she knew how long it would kind of take for these spikes to open because when I was there, they were really they were tight like this. And she was telling me that they were tight like this, and she was telling me to pick one out, and it's like the one I picked out was not the one ever that she wanted because she was counting the days in which it would arrive so that I would have blooms to enjoy. And this was perfect because she said I could grow it. I'd really given up on dendrochilums, not all of them, but it's mounted and it had a lot of spikes and it is really subtly fragrant. That's one thing I got from Andy. I got this from Andy. I got another yellow maxillaria. The flowers are gone in transport, but you can see it's 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 Aria Burt. That's what that is. And this is another one that I got, which was there's a story behind this. Well, first I got my bucket list, Cimbadella. You know that this completes one of my bucket lists. So I don't have to buy another one of that because I'm not going to kill that one. And then I got this, which is another plant that I've wanted. I saw this at Andy's the last time I was there. This is Brimarianum, which is beautiful plant. And I wish it had flowers on it, but the flowers look like it's dripping with honey. I mean, they're frilly and they're dark bronzy yellow, and they do smell like honey. And this is one of the clones that are more easier to grow. No, they don't self-pollinate themselves. That's what it is. Because they had some before that I asked about, and they were beautiful and they were in bloom. This was a few years ago, and she would not sell them to me. I mean, she told me don't even look at them. And that's the beauty of Andes. That is the beauty of Catherine, because if you don't have a thick skin, you don't go to Andes, because don't pick up something and they know where you live and it's not in your zone, because they won't let you go. Whoops. I got too excited talking about ants. But anyway, I need to just get off of here. Yeah, but this is by Mariana. But yeah, they will not buy. They will not let you buy something that you're going to kill, which is good. That is the sign of a good nursery. Uh, this is not something I got from Andes. Let me see. Where else? I'm not going to go too far because I am starting to scratch and no way. Black don't crack. What do they say? Dark meat is sweeter. But look at my agregatum. It is really trying to keep itself from getting thrown outside in the garbage. I mean, is that a new that's a new growth, but it's got to do better than that. I mean, the whole plant is dead. But look at the roots. It's trying. It's trying. It knows it's on its way out. Okay, let's see if I can find something that's close in here. Uh, I got this plant that I had to clear with Andy. This is a nice Dendrobium species. Unfortunately, it doesn't have flowers on it. This is Dan Sororium. And what else did I get that's in here? I don't think I don't know. Let's see. I really don't think I have anything in here from Andy's. Yeah, I don't think there's anything over here. Let me look this way real quick because I am completely. Oh, I know. Where you at? Here we go. Back here. Okay, back here. This is one thing I got from Andy's. Right here. Here's my Colostylus falcata. You know, I have a few of those, but this is a nice big one, and you can see those short, squat bulbs are big. That's a nice plant. I got that, and then there's another one over around here, and I'm scratching. So you know, I'm walking right towards that door. As soon as I walk that way, but I can't. I just can't even focus on it because I'm scratching. But that's a little teaser. But really, the video is out, and uh, that's about all I can say because I can't really tell you where Andes are right now because I've already integrated them into my collection. But shit, sorry. Okay, but before I go, I do want to show you this because this is like revolutionary for me. This is my other falcata. So you can see, this is one that I've had for 2 years. You can see the size of the bulbs. What I just showed you over there, these are not short squat bulbs. They're more thin. Um, but what I'm showing you here is my Laturias, which, you know, I love and have never really done well with, never been able to have a microphyllum that actually grew for me. I mean, look at, that's a nice growth. This is my spectabile, which has that new growth. I mean, should I be jumping? I mean, it's already gone. If this was a gutata, wouldn't you think it was going to bloom? But on the other hand, look at my Ancelia, because it was getting water. It was sitting there, which is why I moved this. And everything up here was dropping on here and rotted. The bulbs, except I think there is a few. You see that green one in there, so it may actually be saved. But you have to pay attention and move things around, or else by the time you notice it, it'll be gone. Um, See, see, I have cords and it's knocking crap over. But Andy, let's see. That's not Andy. Um, yeah, but really, it's in the video, and I don't know where. I've shown you enough of Andy, but yeah, it's out. Very nice. This is another one that I got. This is my Epiparkinsoniana, no, pseudoepidendrum, which I have to thank Sam for sure. Pseudoepidendrum, that's the species. Bloom size. It's got a nice new growth there. Nice. Really, really, really nice. So I am done scratching, folks, really. Let me go back over here. Grab my glass. Here is yay, my long calcars that I'm going to do something with those. They're not staying there. They're probably going to be mounted because they're gigantic. They're going to get way bigger than that. But I am getting off of here. And because I have to put all that back in the greenhouse, this back in the greenhouse, and these will go back in their place because they were just getting scaled and sprayed with the hose. And that's pretty much it. But how about some root porn before I go? Look at that. And here's some more root porn right here. I mean, this was just planted. It was just potted up in June, and it's already this right here. I mean, these are newly mounted. I did put where's my Jiminy Cricket at? I gotta look at that. Where's it at? I think I put it over this way to give it a little bit more coverage from the rain, because one of those growths looked like it was going to, uh, and I can't figure out where that is. But Jiminy Cricket is one of the ones that I'm most concerned about. One of the ones, besides this one up here, which is amethyst, that I didn't really want, but since I got it, I got to keep it alive. And I mean, it's just in that one back there, which is my Peppy Phoenix. You can see there's a tag there. Yeah, look at these flowers. I guess I could show these. That is amazing, beautiful. And then there's another spike there. And then shoot. You know what? Okay, this is blooper. So I'm just going to get out of here. Uh, and I lost my hat as well. See, isn't that so typical for the Cowboys? They're always dropping the ball. Trade that quarterback. Okay, that's enough for me. And you can see I am. Oh, here we go. This is what I was showing you. My Jiminy Cricket here, which I did put the dragon's blood on that tip that I was concerned about. But I mean, this has just been on here, probably the same as the others. I don't want to, now watch, this is going to crack. Who knows? But this is new. And there's a growth. I mean, you can see the roots through. There's a growth coming. Oh, that's been there, but there's two growths right there. And then there's that one. So, I mean, I can't complain. And there's my trichocentrums. There's the spike right there. Let me pan out because that's not doing you guys any justice. This is the trichocentrum up here. Here is the spike. One spike, and here's another up there. And I'm still hopeful for my Brassavolas to start doing something like these divisions that are my peach bird, that you can see all the roots. Talk about some root porn. And here's the other one the other division. and it's giving me those growths. Honestly, I did not fertilize one bit. Even this one has got that growth. That's a trichocentrum. And then here's the other trichocentrum. Did get a little bit too much water. Anyway, if I'm here, I'm here. If I'm not, I'm not. But this is it. I mounted this one dubiously on an Italian mount. As you can see, this little corkscrew. And you can see the roots. I mounted 3 pieces. I don't think that one at the top here is really going to do much. But the one that's on the inside there that you really can't see because I have this Basavla here, but that has got a growth coming up there. So, and shout out to Gladys, my mom, and shout out to Adorable. Had time waiting on something to happen here besides just the root action. Look at that. Off here. Really, for seriously, I'm getting off here right now because I'm starved. I need a drink, and it is late, and I need to get in touch with my peoples. But stay tuned for. I'm not buying any except for what's left on my bucket list and Florida Suncoast. So, anyway, hopefully you're enjoying your orchids like me, and thanks for watching.